A very good morning to all and welcome to the second class of General Science. So I hope you all remember what we have learned in the first class. The name of the chapter was Where Does Our Food Come From? And we learned about the two sources from which we get food, right? The first one, that is plants. Then, in the last class, we discussed about it, the food that we obtain from plants. And today, the second source, that is animals. We obtain food from animals also. So, we depend on plants as well as animals for our food. And today, what we are going to learn is about the food obtained from animals. So, the food that we get from animals, they are rich in nutrients. So, let's discuss about the animal products. The first one is milk. So, we get milk from many animals, and we mainly use the milk of cow, buffalo, goat, etc. Then, what about people in desert regions? So, they use the milk of camel and goat. And what about in Himalayan regions? They use the milk of yak. So, we get milk from different animals. And milk is an ideal source of food. You know why it is called as an ideal source of food? Because it is rich in proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, etc. So, milk is an ideal source of food and we get milk from different animals. Then, what about milk products? So, we all use milk products, right? So, can you all think of the different milk products that we obtain from milk? For example, cheese, butter, cream, paneer. So, all these are milk products that we get from milk. So, milk products are rich in proteins and fats. Coming to the next is the food that we obtain from animals, honey. So, do you all like honey? It has many medicinal values. It has many useful minerals. So, where do we get this honey from? The honey bee. So, the honey bee, that is the bee, make honey from the nectar of flowers. It will collect in their honeycomb. And we human beings, that we people, collect the honey from the honeycomb and we use it as food. So, as I already explained, honey has many medicinal values and it is also useful. It has many useful minerals. So, honey we obtain from the bee. Then, what about meat and eggs? We get meat and eggs from different animals, right? We use the meat of sheep, goat. Then, what about eggs? We get egg from duck, hen. So, we get meat and eggs from different animals. So, all the animal products are rich in proteins and fats, but these animal products do not contain fiber. So, in the last class, we learnt that food that we obtain from plants, they contain fiber. They are rich in fiber. But the food that we obtain from animals do not contain fiber. They contain only proteins, fats and certain amount of vitamins and minerals. Then, what about this mushroom? So, you all have seen mushrooms, right? Some mushrooms are edible. You know what is edible? Which can be eaten. So, mushrooms are neither plant nor an animal. It is actually another group, that is the fungi. So, mushrooms are neither a plant nor an animal. It is actually fungi. And these mushrooms are edible, which means they can be eaten, and they are also rich in protein, and even some contain vitamin D. So these are about the food that we obtain from animals. So in page number 4, there is a box given, that is, did you know? So we all know that before using milk, we actually heat the milk. So why do we do that actually? In order to kill the germs. Okay, and that method was introduced by Louis Pasteur, and that process we call it as pasteurization. Okay, so that is all about the topic food obtained from animals. So do you all remember the two sources from which we get food? Plants and animals. And we learned about plants, and today we learned about the food that we get from animals. So we have an activity in page number 10. So here what you need to do is you have to make a carrot salad. So it is a very easy activity to do. All you need is a carrot. So you can take 1 or 2 carrots. You can just grate those carrots. Then you can take some groundnuts, roasted crushed groundnuts. And what you have to do is you have to add these groundnuts into the grated carrots. Then you can add 2 or 3 tablespoons of honey. It is according to your taste. Then for more taste, it is optional. You can add grapes. You can cut them into half and you can add grapes. Then stir it properly and you can have it. It is a very simple activity. You can do it by yourself, and once you are done, you can just serve it to your parents also. So I want each one of you to try this activity, and once you are done, you can take a picture of this and you can send to Microsoft Teams. So I hope this topic was clear to you. That is about food obtained from animals. So we'll meet in the next class and we'll discuss the next topic. Till then, thank you.